I think we're off to a good start. It's definitely a work in progress. A lot of new faces in new spots. But day 6 in, 2 days in full pads, and now they're starting to have some bumps and bruises and aches and pains as they're supposed to this time of year. That's what makes training camp fun. You got to kind of learn to enjoy those pains and get better. So we're learning how to do that. But overall, we're off to a good start. Thomas's leadership is just because he's a tough son of a gun. He comes to work every day. He's the strongest man in the history of University of Richmond football, and he just works, and he's intense, and he's tough. And the fun thing about coaching Tom is, he's a self-motivator. You just teach him on how to be a better football player, and he's going to show up and work to get better every day. And he's harder on himself than I could ever be on him. And that's what makes him a good leader. But you do have a new center for the first time in a while. Losing Austin Gunn, who's All-American. And
we love you, Coach McCorkle.
I love you too, Coach Poland. All right, I'll come shave your head for you later. You don't replace a guy like Austin Gunn. He's a special kid. He's a 3-year captain. He's All-American and all that. But Nick Virgos has stepped into that role and done a good job, a really good job, probably better than a lot of people expected. Nick played guard for us last year and did an incredible job, but he's in a new role. And there's a lot of things that go with playing center that are just different as far as making calls and adjustments. And he's done a great job. And I think we'll be in good shape right there for a while. Caleb High, he's a 5th-year senior. He's been here for a long time, probably having his best training camp yet, probably because he got himself in the best shape yet. And, past few years, he's, kind of sucking wind and making sure he's hydrated and all that stuff. And now he's not worried about that because he's taking care of his body. Had a great summer with Coach Stu, and he's just showing up and going to work and getting better. So it's been fun to let him do his thing and get better and not worry about all the other stuff with him because he's got himself ready to go. Yeah, we got some good candidates at tackle. You lose Jacob Ruby, who's doing a good job up in the Canadian Football League right now at Montreal. We're very proud of him and what he's doing. So he's another guy that's hard to replace. But you got a couple young guys who haven't played a lot of football but are doing a great job and are going to be able to fill that spot. I don't think we'll miss a beat. Alex Light's in there right now. He's a true sophomore from over at Salem. And he's a little bit like Jacob in his mindset. He's quiet and intense and comes to work. And he wants to hurt somebody, and he's focused, and he wants to be a good player, and he's a lot of fun to coach. Nick Richards obviously back. He's been here for a long time, and at this level probably as good as anybody playing the tackle position anywhere. Very athletic and very special player. So you know what you got there. And then in the depth, Patrick Klebert's getting a lot of reps right now, and he's a giant. He's 6'8", 320, and he shows up and goes to work, and you can see him making progress every day. So I think we've got some good depth at the tackle spot. Yeah, the depth inside, you start with Marius. He's the second center, but he's probably also the second right guard, second left guard. If Marius Young had to go start a game today, I think we're going to win the football game. He's tough, he's physical, he comes to work too. He's a really smart football player, and all those younger twos that are in with him, you hear him at the line of scrimmage making calls for him and help him get adjusted, and fun guy to coach, fun guy to be around, and yeah, he'd be in great shape at any of the 3 spots with him in there.